what generally happens during a night at Real Talk Recovery. We have them, they walk through the doors, we have donuts set up, we have coffee set up. We also have our volunteers by the door greeting each and every single one of them, looking them in the eyes, letting them know that they are welcome here. And I think that's so vital, just to let them know they're welcome. A lot of them are not, they don't feel that welcome when they're, like at their homes or like they're on the streets, and people just have that sense of judgment, and just letting them know that they belong here and that this is a place where they belong. I think that's so important. And throughout the night, Pastor Darryll will speak. We have Clint who speaks. We have Barry. They all do a phenomenal job. We also have Alicia. They come and speak life, and they speak encouragement and remind them of who they are in Christ.
And we've been doing ministry for, 10 years, okay? But doing it in this building now is all of a sudden just blown up, man.
Yeah.
Here at Life Church and in our building, we started with 250 people a week that we reached in January.
Wow.
And now last week we did 646, and this week we may touch 700.
Oh, man.
Awesome, isn't it?
I don't know what you're going to do with all those people, man.
A big part of this has been our partnership with you guys.
That's right.
And I still remember the first time we came in.
Yeah.
And the reason why I knew that you'd say yes was you said you were focused on reaching out into the community.
Yeah, that was big for us, man.
When I see them coming down, I remember when I was like that. And it just gives me so much gratitude towards God, because I know that's no longer me.
I mean, this is a real battle. Yeah. Some people are relapsing not because they're not trying. Right. But because circumstances put pressure on them.
Oh yeah.
Because they had a sponsor, and that sponsor, left them, and then they feel abandoned like they did from their parents growing up.
Oh yeah. Everything has to come together for what we're doing to make this thing work. The love and acceptance when they walk in here, teaching them about grace and mercy of God, teaching them about forgiveness so that they can forgive themselves. Getting them to work through some of their behavior issues through the steps and maybe counseling and other things that they do, and hanging in there to feel the feelings and come to us or their sponsors or their mentors to talk about these things so that they have somebody to talk to. So that saying where it takes a village, it truly does. Take a whole bunch of people to help people here. But, if we can connect them with the Lord, that's the main thing, because then they have the courage and the strength to go through the battle and the power to fight this addiction.
I love how we can all be real. I love how they are real. I'm like, hey, how you doing? They don't hesitate to tell you,
This generation is getting bombarded with way more than when you or I grew up. And
so if we become that connection for them,
we got to help them with that
won't
connection.
Turn to drugs, the streets, to get that.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we're not going to prevent it all, but we certainly can make a major impact in our little circle of what we do. But
I guess one of my favorite things about it is just getting to connect with the people here.
It's the one-on-one that makes the difference, because we're not a program trying to get our sobriety. We're individual people trying to live our lives and make them better. So that's what makes the difference is finding one-on-one relationship.
And here during Real Talk Recovery, we always constantly remind them of who they are. Like, we see leaders, we see entrepreneurs, we see businessmen and businesswomen, and letting them know that their identity is not just an addict, but that they're more. And we do that also just by loving them.
What I want people to know about Real Talk Recovery is that is changing lives. That I can't say it'll change 1 million, but I know it changed mine, and it feels like it's worth 1 million to me. But truly is, it's impactful that if it wasn't for Real Talk Recovery and what the church has done, I probably would have given up when I got here.